Hi, welcome. It's Angie Swearingen here from Yoga Learning Adventures to bring you some self-massage on the wall. So you're just going to need a clear wall space and a self-massage ball like this. If you don't have this, you could use a tennis ball or a lacrosse ball. So we're going to start with the muscles at the top of the shoulders, the trapezius muscles or traps. This muscle is large and wraps around the shoulder blades. So taking this ball at the top of the shoulders, leaning against the wall, and you might want to take a step out to have some leverage here to lean into this ball. And I just have this at the very top of the shoulder as high as I can make it without it falling off the top of my shoulder. I'm just leaning in and giving some pressure here. Noticing the sensations. If you want, you can get a little chugging action, bending the knees, moving up and down. You can adjust this ball as needed. So if you move in a position and it starts to get loose, you can move it back to where you want to go. And then moving to the other side, same thing. Giving it some pressure. Perhaps moving up and down or side to side. Noticing from one side to the next any changes or differences. Okay, and then from here, we're going to move the ball to the upper right quadrant of the back. So thinking about the shoulder blade area, thinking about those upper back muscles. And again, stepping away from the wall, having a little bit of movement in the knees, bending up and down, moving all around, maybe tracing the inside of that shoulder blade. You might look a little silly doing these movements, but just close the door. Nobody needs to see you. Just noticing those sensations, concentrating your time in the places where you're feeling the most release of pressure and tension. Moving to the other side. You can always readjust these balls as needed. So if it doesn't feel like it's in the right spot, it's probably not. There's really no right or wrong. It's very experimental and very individualized. All right, so upper right, upper left quadrant of the back, and now we're going to move to the base of the ribs. So that QL muscle or quadratus laborum is often a place that feels sore in my body. So the base of those ribs, we're just going to lean in. And again, bending the knees, I'm just going to give some pressure here. This is a place on my body where I tend to hold a lot of tension. And we have this ability to draw on our sense of proprioception. So this is another one of the senses. We tend to think of 5 senses. We actually have more. And this sense allows us to know what's going on the inside of the body. Switch to the other side as you're ready. And as we are aware of what's going on the inside of our body and the tension that we carry, we're allowing ourselves, telling our brain, it's okay to release. So just moving side to side, up and down, whatever is comfortable. And then let's just hit that low back area, wherever you're feeling tension. Let's see if you can discover it. Maybe turning to the side. Moving up and down. If you find a spot that's particularly tender, you can hold there for about 30 seconds and the muscle tends to release at that point. It begins to relax. So wiggling around, bending the knees, moving up and down, side to side. Finding those movements that feel really good in your body today. That low back. I know I'm finding some places that are sore and tense after a day long of hiking yesterday. Okay, and then we're gonna move to the hip. So just turning to the side, taking that ball in between your hip and your body, and just moving, wiggling around, adjusting the ball as needed. As you can see, you can move up and down, you can move side to side or in circles, or you can just hold steady. The hip area, the glute area, tend to hold a lot of tension here. Turning to the other side, Noticing, are there differences? There tends to be a lot of asymmetry in the body. You might be noticing it here. Perhaps when you're standing, you stand with one of your hips sticking out, and maybe in a posture like this. Maybe there's a child on your hip. Maybe you carry your bag or purse on the same side every day, and that's causing some asymmetry in your body and the tension that you're holding. All right, so just stop for a moment. Let's check in. Close your eyes. Just noticing, how are you feeling in this moment? Checking in, sensing the shoulders, the shoulder blades, the upper back, the lower back, the hips, the glutes. Just noticing what sensations are present. What areas of your body do you need to spend more time doing self-massage or stretching? Opening your eyes, ready to move back into the rest of your day. Take care.